So welcome, beautiful souls, welcome to class. I'm Shavita, and today's class we are going to do an energy shifting class. So we might be holding on to tightness in our bodies, stagnant thoughts, as well as feeling heavy and lethargic. So we're going to shift that energy to get the blood circulating, to get the lymphatic system moving and working, and build up our immune system as well. So let's begin the class by sitting comfortably in a cross-legged position. If you've got a belt or a weight, bring it along. If you haven't, it doesn't matter. You can still do the postures. So sitting comfortable in a cross-legged position. If cross legs is not comfortable for you, have your legs long. So just relax your shoulders for me and close your eyes. Taking a nice big exhale for the count of 3, 2, 1, pause. Inhale for the count of 3, 2, 1, pause. Exhaling for 3, 2, 1, pause, and just follow your breath moving through your body. As you exhale, just letting go of anything that's not serving you for the next 45 minutes. And as you inhale, give yourself permission to be here on your mat. This is your sacred place for recharging and reconnecting. Tuck your chin in slightly, lengthen your spine, your crown to the ceiling, dropping your shoulders down. And then we're going to exhale, look down, nice and gently, tucking the chin in. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling, looking down. Inhaling, looking up. Exhaling, looking down. Inhaling, looking back up. Turn your head to one side, tuck your chin in slightly, relax both shoulders. Change sides, tuck in the chin. And again. And again. And let's just take little tiny circles one way. Little half circles just to loosen up the back of the neck. And then we're going to take that circle upwards. Beautiful. We're going to place the hand near your hip, bring your hand over your ear, and make sure both your buttocks are on the mat. And change. One more time. And again. Bring your hands on your shoulders, bring the elbows together. Exhale down, inhaling, lifting those shoulders up, bringing them back together and down again. Just loosening the shoulders, opening up the upper back. Then bring those elbows together. Let's take those elbows up and changing directions of the circle. Beautiful. We're going to come and lie down on the mat. Lying down on the mat and just hugging the knees in. Tucking your chin in slightly and then circle one way. And circle the other way. Then we're going to grab hold of the strap. If you haven't got a strap, it doesn't matter. Just have your fingers facing the front. Tuck your chin in slightly. And then we're going to inhale, reach the fingertips to the carpet or floor behind you, and exhale back up. Inhale, reach. Exhale back up. Inhale, reach. Exhale back up. 2 more times, keeping the abdominals engaged. And 1. This time we're going to lift the hips up and take the hands to the hips, dropping it down. And back up. dropping it down and back up and down. We're releasing that strap, placing the hands on the hips. We're taking and rolling up into a bridge and rolling back down, rolling up, and then interlock your fingers underneath and really wiggle your shoulder blades together, opening up your chest, keeping the hips up. And connect to your breath. Your breath will bring you back into the present moment. It's your compass to the present moment. And then gently release. And then again, rolling up. Change the thumb grip. So you're opening up the chest, rolling the shoulders back, and opening the front of the hips. And then gently release. This time we're going to roll up into a bridge and we're going to extend one leg up and then drop it down and up for 3, 2, 1, and then change legs, lifting it up, dropping it down, lifting up for 3, 2, 1, dropping it down, and we're extending one leg and bending one knee. We're pulling that knee into your armpit, pull it in a little bit more, squeeze it, rotate your foot one way, relax your shoulders on the mat, and rotate the other way. Bring your knee over your body, turn your head away. Change sides, extending, interlocking the fingers, hugging the knee in, rotating the foot one way, rotating the foot the other way. And then bring that knee over your body, turn your head away, open up the chest and the shoulder. And then we're going to come over and lie in child's pose. So lying in child's pose, toes touching. I like to have my knees nice and wide. You do what's comfortable for you. And we're just resting on the mat. Your forehead's on the mat. Surrender on the mat. And go back to your breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Really listen to your breath. And then bringing the knees together, we're going to melt the heart down. So keeping the buttocks up, chin on the mat if you can. And again, going back to your breath. Bring the palms together. Bend the elbows, take the hands behind your head and lean back very slightly, feeling the stretch in the tricep muscles. And then gently release, coming up onto all fours. Hands just a bit wider than the mat. Knees hip distance apart. Make sure that the palms of your are firmly on the mat. There's no gap between the hands and the mat. And we're going to do a nice, beautiful, gentle cat and cow. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Neutralize your spine, shoulder to your hip. And then we're going to come back to the center, tuck the toes under, lift your knees up. Holding it. 3, 2, 1. Dropping your knees down and sink your chest in. And back up. Sink it in. And back up. Neutralize it. Tuck the toes under. Come into your first downward facing dog for the class. And then just walking it out. Left, right, left, right. bending one knee at a time. And just feeling the dog, opening up your body and moving that energy. And bring your feet together. We're going to bend the knees, take the knees over to one side and the hips over to the other. We're stretching underneath our armpit and our waist, and change sides. And then coming into the dog. And get settled here. We're just going to breathe here and connect to the dog. And if you want to use your lion's breath, inhale. Lean forward onto your hands into a high plank. Bend the knees, coming back into the dog. And again, high plank. Bend in the knees, downward facing dog. And one more time, high plank. Bend in the knees, downward facing dog. Walk your hands in just a little bit, and we're taking the right hand to the outside of the left ankle. Take your head underneath your armpit. Breathe. Change sides. Right hand on the mat, taking the left hand to the outside of the right foot. Bringing the hands back, and we're walking the hands to the feet. Have your knees bent. Grab hold of the elbows, hang there like a rag doll. Maybe rotating from one side to the other. Nice and gently. Releasing the hands and then walking the hands forward into downward facing dog. Lean forward onto your hands. Step your right foot forward, left foot forward. Tuck the neck in. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, tuck the neck in. Inhale, reach up to the ceiling. Let's open up the arms, cactus arms, lifting up your chest and back up. Squeezing those elbows together and back up. See if you can lower those elbows just a little bit more. One more time. And this time we're going to take the elbows, flip the hands, grab hold of your hands behind your back. Open up your chest. And then exhale, coming into chair. With your hands behind you, release the hands and swing them up. Palms together. Hands framing the foot, and we're bending one knee at a time. Let your head hang completely loose. Letting go of any tension you may be holding on to. Then we're going to place the right hand to the middle of your feet, bend the right knee. Inhale, lift up the left. Lengthen your spine. Tuck your chin in slightly to support your head. Change sides. Bending the left knee. Inhale, lifting up the right. Lengthen your spine. Tuck the chin in slightly. And gently release, tucking the neck. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Flat back. Exhale, tuck that neck in. Inhale, reaching up to the ceiling. Palms together. Cactus arms, squeezing those elbows together, lift your chest. And again. And one more time. Flipping the hands. Change the thumb grip. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, sitting in the chair. Releasing the hands into chair. Palms down. Framing the foot this time. We're going to step the right leg back. Left leg back, and you can come into the dog or you can flow it out. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. And breathe. We're going to lift up the right leg. We're going to take the right knee to the left elbow. Back up to the center. Back up, and we're taking that foot to the outside of the right hand, dropping the left knee down. Use your elbow to slightly push the right calf away from you and circle one way. So we're just shifting the energy in the hips now. We've been sitting at a desk, changing directions. The hips can get tight. So moving in any direction that your body desires today. Then let's take the foot to the middle of the hands and make half split, toes pointing up. Relax your shoulders and then bend. And then again, squeezing and bending, squeezing and bending. Touch down, left hand, right hand up. And if you want to, you can grab hold of the back foot and push that foot into the hand, opening up your chest and your shoulder. Then gently release, framing the foot, kicking back either into downward facing dog, or you're coming to your high plank and flow it out. And breathe here. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Let's just check in with that dog. Palms are firmly on the mat. A slight micro bend in the elbows. Lengthen your tailbone to the ceiling. You can have your knees bent if you want, and if your body invites you to, straighten them out. Maybe one day all your heels might be touching the mat. Inhale, lift up the left leg. Taking the left knee to the right hand. And back up to the center. And back up. And then leaning forward, stepping that foot to the outside of the left hand, dropping the right knee down, circling one way. And don't forget to breathe. Your breath will bring you back into the present moment. Change directions. Framing the foot, leaning back half split, and forward, half split, and forward, half split, and forward. Touch down, right hand, left hand up, lengthen your spine. Bend the back knee, grabbing hold of that foot, pushing into your hand to open up the chest. Breathe. Release the hands. Frame the foot, kicking back into downward facing dog, or flow it out. And breathe. Anytime you need to rest, go ahead and go into child's pose. Otherwise, just breathe here in your dog. Lean forward onto your hands. Step your right foot forward, left foot forward. Tuck in the neck. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, tuck that neck in. Inhale, reaching up to the ceiling. Cactus arms, squeezing those shoulder blades together and back up. Squeezing and back up. Squeezing, flipping the hands, interlocking the fingers, opening the chest, coming into the chair. Bring the hands up, palms together, forward bend, tuck the neck in. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, tuck that neck in, frame the foot, right leg back, left leg back. into the dog or flow it out. And breathe. Let's lift up the right leg, taking the right knee to the left elbow. Back up to the center. Back up and taking it to the outside of the right hand. And this time, if you don't want to drop your knee down, you can have it up. And then we're circling one way and circling the other way. And then bring the foot to the middle of your hands. Half split and bend. Half split and bend. Half split and bend. Touch down, left hand, right hand up. Lengthen your spine. And then watch the change, coming to the outside edge of the back foot. Reaching up for 3, 2, 1. Framing the foot, kicking back into downward facing dog or flowing it out. And breathe. Stay with me. Inhale, lift up the left leg. Lean forward onto your hands. Take that knee to the right elbow. Back up. Coming forward into the middle. Back up. And taking it to the outside of the left hand. And again, we're stretching and opening up the hips. This one's called lizard. Beautiful, stretching it out, and then bringing it back into the center. Half split and bend. Half splits and bend. Half split and bend. Touch down, right hand, left hand up. Lengthen your spine. Open up your chest. Coming onto the outer edge of the back leg. Reaching up. And bringing your hip down. One more time. Framing the foot. Kicking back into downward facing dog or flow it out. And breathe. And dropping the knees down. Coming into melting heart. Buttocks is up. Chin on the mat. Breathe. Bring the palms together. Take the hands behind your head. Lean back very slightly. And then gently release. Coming into child's pose. Breathing in and breathing out. We're going to come back onto all fours. Back into a beautiful cat and cow. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Neutralize your spine. Pull the belly button in. And then we're going to extend one leg. And bring it back in. Extend the other leg. And back in. Let's do opposite hand, opposite leg. And change. Really lengthen that leg. Try not to have the hip coming up. Rotate it towards the mat. And the next one, we're going to hold left hand, right foot. And we're going to bend that knee, grab hold of that foot. Kicking into your hand. For 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Let's do the other side. Extending the leg and the hand, bending the knee, grabbing hold of that foot, kicking the foot into the hand, opening up the chest. And let's do that one more time. Breathe, inhale, exhale, and now breathe. And then gently release. Change sides, extending, bending, opening it up. And then gently releasing. Tucking the toes under, coming into downward facing dog, and walking it out. Left, right, left, right. We're going to lift up the right leg. Bend the knee, open up that hip, and taking that right foot to the left hand into pigeon, extending that back leg, and coming down onto your elbows. You can make one fist on top of the other and just rest your forehead there. And breathe. We're going to be here a little bit longer. So just use your breath as a tool. Nice long deep breaths. Use your breath to see if you can soften your body into any newness that it may have to offer today. Let's take 2 more breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. And then just slowly coming back onto your buttocks and onto your mat. And breathe. We're going to bend that same leg, grabbing hold of that foot from the outside edge. Then pulling that knee in, your toes are pointing towards you. We're in half happy baby. And breathe. We're going to lift our chest up and we're bringing that foot to the inside eye of the left elbow. And if that's uncomfortable, you can also just bring it here. And then gently release. We're going to roll over onto our bellies, into our downward dog for the other side. And then we're going to inhale, lift up the left leg, bend the knee, open up that hip. And then take that foot to the right hand. Extend the back leg, lengthen your spine, coming down. And just really relax here into your breath. Don't let the mind wander. Come back to your breath. See if you can soften, explore somewhere new with your body. If there's any tight spots there, see if you can release it with your breath. Two more breaths. Slowly coming onto your buttocks and rolling onto your back. Breathing in and breathing out. Bending that same leg, grabbing hold of the foot. The outside edge if you can. Toes pointed towards you. Tuck the chin in, relax your shoulders. And then lift your chest up. You can take the foot to the eye of your right hand, like this, or you can just lift your foot up like that. Up to you. Remember to listen to your body. And gently release. And we're just going to hug the knees in. Circle one way. And circle the other way. Beautiful. And slowly placing the feet down on the mat, rolling over to one side, coming back up into sitting. So taking one foot in front and one foot behind us. Just like that. Placing your hand near the front leg. And then we're going to inhale, lift up those hips, push the hips forward, reach the hands up. And then back up. Lifting up. And up. And up. And if you want to, you can touch the back of the mat. Like that. One more time. Let's change sides. Placing the hand on the mat. Inhale, lifting up. Pushing the hips forward. And again, lifting up. And this time we can touch the outer back of the mat. For 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Sitting on the mat, bring the soles of your feet together. Interlock your fingers underneath the ball of your foot. Lengthen your spine. Drop your shoulders down. Lean back very slightly. See if you can butterfly. And then gently release. Sitting cross-legged. Inhale, lift up the hands. Bend the elbows, grab hold of those elbows, taking the elbows over to one side, keeping the buttocks on the mat. And change. And then opposite hand, opposite knee. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. And back up. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. Bring the hands back up. Take the right hand underneath the left. Eagle arms. Lift those elbows up and feel the shoulder blades behind you. Open them up. And then drop it down slightly and then lift it back up again. One more time. And let's do the other side. Left hand under the right. Lifting up and drop. Lifting up and drop. Lifting up and drop. Gently release your hands. Place them on your knees. Lean back slightly. Drop your shoulders down. Tuck your chin in slightly. Take a nice big exhale. And a nice big inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Let's just tuck the chin in. Inhale, lengthen. Up. And down. Up. And down. Back to the center, turn to one side, relax your shoulders. Change. Change. Little half circles one way. And then little half circles upwards. And slowly, let's come and lie down on the mat. Lying down on the mat, we're going to hug those knees in again. Circle one way. Circle the other way. Massaging your lower back. Extend one leg. Interlock the fingers. Hug that knee in. Rotate your foot one way. Rotate your foot the other way. Bring your knee over your body. Turn your head away. Extend that hand up. And change. Hugging that knee in. Rotating your foot one way. Rotating your foot the other way. Bringing that knee over your body. Turning your head away. Bringing both feet nice and wide on the mat and dropping the knees towards me, popping the front foot on the back knee. Extend the hands up. Grabbing hold of the elbows, pushing that knee down slightly with your foot. Creating space in the front of your hip. And change sides. And then gently release. And if there's any last minute stretch you want to do before we go into the relaxation, so stay here, don't go anywhere. This is the most important part of the class. So keep lying down on the mat. And as you lie down on the mat, take a moment to acknowledge your commitment to yourself. Take a big exhale for the count of 3, 2, 1. Inhale for the count of 3, 2, 1. And just follow your breath move through your body. And take a moment to acknowledge the commitment you made today to show up on the mat. The arrangements you had to make to be here. And just acknowledge that and congratulate yourself for showing up and allowing yourself to take this time out. And while you lie here, stay connected to your breath. Stay in the compass of the present moment, which is your breath. Take your breath, take your attention to your toes. You're relaxing your toes. You're relaxing your toes. Take your breath, take your attention to your ankles. You're relaxing your ankles. You're relaxing your ankles. You're relaxing your calves. You're relaxing your calves. You're relaxing your shins. You're relaxing your shins. Your knees are relaxed. Your knees are relaxed. Relax your thighs, relax your thighs. Take your attention, take your breath to your hips. You're relaxing your hips, you're relaxing your hips. Take a big breath into your belly, relax your belly, relax your belly. Your lower back's relaxed, your lower back's relaxed. Take a big breath into your chest. You're relaxing your chest. You're relaxing your chest. Your upper back's relaxed. Your upper back's relaxed. Relax all the fingers on your left hand. You're relaxing all the fingers on your right hand. Your forearms are relaxed. Your forearms are relaxed. Relax your shoulders, relax your shoulders, just let them drop onto the mat. The back of your neck's relaxed, the back of your neck's relaxed. You're relaxing your jaw, your tongue, your lips, all relaxed. Your forehead's relaxed, your forehead's relaxed, your whole body is nice and relaxed. And you're just following your breath, moving through your body, nothing else to think about but your breath. And just stay here with your breath. take a couple of deep breaths. And while you're lying there, I'll just share something with you. Practice listening. It takes practice to hear and trust your intuition. The more you do it, the easier it becomes. Eventually, you will be in touch with your intuition, feelings, much more with time. Ask yourself questions. Know that you are wise within, and an incredible source of power and strength is available to answer your questions and guide you. As you grow more sensitive to this guidance from your intuition, feelings from within, you will gain a sense of knowing what you need to do in any situation. I trust my inner knowing in all circumstances. And then slowly start adding movement back into your body. Maybe wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingers, turning your head left to right. And while you're in this beautiful space you created, think of 3 things that you're grateful for today. Inhale each one of those things into your being and exhale gratitude out into the universe. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. And whenever you're ready, you can start adding movement, wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingers, and whenever you're ready, you can bend your knees and roll over to your preferred side of resting. And feel free to stay here for as long as you need today. This is your space you created, so enjoy it. I thank you for your time, allowing me into your space. I appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you next time.